All right, now, so it's time for the review of Black Ink Crew. I forgot what episode number this is. I think it's episode 4. That's what I want to say. But it's time for Black Ink Crew New York. So let's just get into the review. So we pick up where we left off last week when Sky went down to Texas to go see her sons. And she had the big confrontation with Genesis. And my, it was emotional. It was violent, just a great mixture for reality TV, don't you think? But she sat down with Caesar and she was talking about how emotional it is and how she feels like she don't know what to do at this point because she feels like her son hates her right now. And it's like she spent all these years wanting to see him and wanting to know him and wanting to know what he's like, and for her to see him and for him not to respond to her the way that she would have liked him to really hurts her feelings. And I understand it from both parts, honestly. I mean, I understand her. I mean, she feel like she gave him up for a reason. She wanted him to have a better life than what she could have given him, and that's why she gave him to a family that would have taken care of him better than what she would have. But then on the other hand, you got Genesis. He's with his family. He finds out that the family he's with is not his real family, and that his mother gave him up. So now his mother done gave him up, and years later, now that I'm grown, you want to come find me and act like ain't nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So that might be the mindset that he got. But he also probably have outside forces like his father, drilling shit in his head about his mama and how his mama was this and that. So that could be part of the reason why it's a struggle for Sky. But you also have to understand, kids are kids, and sometimes it's going to take them a while to forgive you for the things that you may have put them through, or the things that you felt that the mistakes that you made regarding them, they're going to have to find some time to get over it, because as I always do, I always put my real life into these type of reviews, which makes them so passionate for me when I do them. That's just like my brother. My brother is the son of my mom and my stepdad. My brother hates his dad because of the things that he's done to him, me, my sister, and our mother. He was very abusive, so he hates him. And I never ever taught him against his dad. My mother never taught him against his dad. My sister never taught him against his dad. All I can do as his brother is to tell him that, you know what I'm saying, don't hate him. You know what I'm saying? But I can't tell him how he's supposed to feel. If he hates him, he hates him. But I always tell him to never have hate in your heart, because that shit will fester and it'll make you a negative person. I always instill that in his brain. So, kids are kids and they're going to have their own opinion. But when they grow up and understand what great thing forgiveness is, they'll understand. So, in the midst of this, Kitty tells Caesar and Sky that there's money missing from Black Ink, and it's $10,000, and they don't know who got the money. So, you know what I'm saying? Caesar was like, now this is what happened when I leave. You know what I'm saying? Now motherfuckers want to steal my money. Motherfuckers want to take my money now that I'm gone. You're like, what type of shit is that? So he enlists Sky to be the one to go find out who the fuck got the 10 grand. And 10 grand is a lot of money to be stealing from a motherfucker, if you ask me. That's what I think. But I'm like, who could have stole the money? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, who bold enough to take the money? It's $10,000 fucking dollars, bruh. Like, who got the money? And if they got the money, y'all can give me that money so I can buy me another fucking camera. Come on, give me the motherfucking money. Shit, are you serious? So, next thing you know, Sky goes down to the shop and she gets on Snapchat and she just inspecting them. The shit was fucking funny, okay? I don't care what nobody say. This might be based around Caesar. This show might be based around Caesar, but without Sky, this show ain't about shit. And to be quite honest, I was watching it when Sassy and Puma was on the show, but when Sky came on, I really loved this show, and that's why I'm reviewing it now, because I love Sky. Sky's the main reason why I even watched this shit, okay? So she goes in looking at the wigs that they got on, looking at the clothes they got on, and she in the butt lift motherfuckers got it. She be like, she got a butt lift. I know that's expensive. You know I would know that's expensive. Teddy got him some new shoes. Ooh, Donna got a new wig on. It looked like it cost a lot of money. One of them stole the money. It was so fucking funny. You know why? Because that's something that my Aquarian ass would have done. Real talk. Something my Aquarian ass would have done. So, Young Bay and Rob, they just having a little bit of quality time, and then the next thing you know, Rob drops this bombshell on Young Bay and basically asks Young Bay to move in with him. And he was basically saying, move in, this would be something to save money, they'll be together, blah, 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 and he really and genuinely have feelings for her, he love her. Young Bay is taken aback by the whole moving in with him thing and the whole thing because she feel like, don't you think we moving a little bit too fast? You know how she talk, don't you think this is rather fast? And you know, I understand. I truly understand where she coming from because when my dude first brought up the whole thing about moving in with him, it's a great idea. But I know when he first brought it to me, I thought about it and I was like, ew, because you know of the simple fact that I always say this whole relationship thing is a struggle for me because I haven't been in one in a long time. So when he first brought it up to me about moving in with him and living with him, at first I kind of cringed at the idea because I love my own space, and this is why I'm so suffocated at this house with my family because I like my own space. I like my privacy. I don't like being around people all the damn time. So it's kind of like whatever, but you know, there's nothing wrong with it. At this point, I know that I'm gonna do it, but I'm just telling you how I feel when he first brought it to me. Cause I had that same reaction that young Bay got. You know what I'm saying? When you've been hurt in so many different relationships, that's what it becomes a scary thing to hop into something else and then move on to another level. And that's exactly what she was saying in this next scene that I'm gonna go ahead and skip to. But she was talking about her reluctance of moving in with him, and she was like, you know my past relationships, you know how I've been done dirty, you know how I've been played, and I just don't want to make a decision to where I'm going to risk being hurt again, and blah, blah, blah. So I understand because that's how I am right now. Like, I adore the guy that I'm dating, I adore him and all of that, but you know, it's always that Aquarius thing that I got where I pull myself, I got this big ass wall up. So because I got this big ass wall up, it's hard for him to reach me because I'm so nonchalant about things and all of that type of stuff. So, and I'm very distant and cold about certain stuff. That's the weakness of an Aquarius. That's just me. But yeah, so I do get it. And it's basically because of the shit that I've gone through, the pitfalls that I've had in this whole love situation. That's why it's so difficult for me. So I do understand where Young Bay is coming from. Totally. But she'll get past it just like I did. You know, I got past the whole moving in thing. I'm all for it at this point. But the whole relationship thing is hard for me to get used to. But I know as time goes on, I'll get used to it. It ain't no big deal. So the vagina slayer, he talks to Walt and Donna about the fact that Melody be treating him like shit and how she be dismissing him and acting like he ain't bout shit. And honestly and truly, Melody need to calm her ass the fuck down. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Melody these days, but she is really doing way too much. Way too much. I don't know what's her problem, but she needs to stop. She doing way too much. And he be feeling like she be chomping him off. But then after they had that and then Donna said, honestly, I don't believe that Melody should be the damn manager. But you know, Melody got a lot of shit going on in her life, so she probably just taking it out on them. That's normally how it goes. They have a party. Melody comes in and crashes the party. I almost get her ass into a damn fight. Melody, calm down, girl. I get that you living in a damn RV, and I get that you fucking up on your taxes, but girl, don't take your issues out on everybody else. That's not cool. Don't do that. So then, Scott reveals to everybody that the money is gone and somebody took it. And the next thing you know, Donna said she believed that Melody took the money because she's the one that's hurting for it, considering the fact that she owes on her taxes. And that's why she believed that Melody was the one who took the fucking money. I don't know who took it. Do I believe Melody took the money? I don't know. But it is what it is. I don't know who took it. And that's when Melody's customer, she did the tattoo for this chick, and she come back and say that the work ain't good. And Alex came to Melody and was like, you know, you want to critique me and want to talk about me about all the shit that I be doing, but yet and still, you know, you got a bitch that came up in here for a tattoo from your ass, and your work ain't even up to par. So how the fuck you can talk about me and everybody else and go in on folks the way you have? Oh, she went the fuck off. She was hitting the cameras. She was having a breakdown, and Caesar, everybody started being worried about her ass after a while because she is going through it, and she's showing how much she going through, child. Like, when you having money issues, you would take that shit out on any motherfucking body, and I know that. Because when I lost my job early this year, I took that pain out on everybody, bitch. Like Like, Google already wasn't paying me that much every month, so it was like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I can't depend on YouTube like everybody else for a check. I cannot do that. I have to work, hun. So, yeah. So, I understand. When you broke, you on some fuck shit when you're broke, honey. Trust me, I know. But this is my review on Black Ink Crew, New York. Make sure you like, rate, comment, subscribe, and share. And do what you feel. The next time y'all see me, it'll probably be for Love and Hip Hop Miami, which is New Year's Day. So y'all will see me then, and I'm out of here, y'all. I hope y'all have a I hope y'all had a Merry Christmas, and I hope y'all have a very blessed New Year, y'all. And that's when y'all will see me again for the New Year. I'm out here, y'all. Peace.